Welcome, Scorpio. It's the Wishing Moon here to bring you January 2019's love reading. I'm also going to dive into the yearly reading, one card per month of 2019, and kind of go into the energies of the year. I'll also do a soulmate. Who's your next soulmate reading for those of you looking for your next soulmate? I'll end it with an abundance angel oracle card, just one pull. And that's just for this Capricorn season, just to help with unblocking any blockages you have towards abundance for this year. So just advice from the oracle cards. And it's a new deck I received over the holidays, so I'm eager to use them. Okay, Scorpio, I wanted to share my part of my altar with you. So enjoy. Also, I am getting over a nasty cold, so this is what my voice is going to sound like for now, okay? All right, I'm going to pause and then come back with your reading. Clean this out a little bit. Okay, I'll see you soon. Hey, Scorpio. All right, we'll start with, excuse me, your January reading. Just 3 cards. What's going on for January with love? Just the general energies for Scorpio 2019. Okay, we start with hope. I believe that's the star card in the Rider-Waite deck. So, you have all major arcanas. In this deck, this is the Psychic Oracle deck, I believe. I think that's what it's called. And, no, Psychic Tarot deck. Anyway, the black borders are the major arcana. Destiny is a Wheel of Fortune. Sacrifice, I believe, is a Hanged Man. And then Truth is the Judgment card. So you come into 2019, you start the month out hopeful. You started out with wishing. If you look really closely at this card, you can see that there's actually an angel in there. Do you see that? So it's making me feel like wishing on a star for something within you. That's something to change within yourself. So to be more connected to self. That card also speaks of healing. But healing thyself, like not like doing the work to get to the point of healed. Okay, next is Destiny. So I think almost everyone has gotten this card, Destiny. The wheel is turning. Things need to manifest and have perfect timing. It's all karma. And everybody's going through that January. I feel like it's just as a collective, as humans, we're actually dealing with a lot of karmatic situations. January. You have set yourself up to be in somewhat of a better place than others because you at least see the potential for the good. You at least see the. You at least have faith. You at least have hope. And that's a good start. Although there is potentially some sacrifice taking place here. Or, okay, I'm going to pull some more cards, but I feel like you may be sacrificing something for something else. So it's your destiny to sacrifice being reborn to something. Okay, that's the message I'm getting. So it's like you have to almost wait. You have to sacrifice. You have to be selfless at this time in January. Okay, I'm gonna pull some more cards. Okay. Scorpio, January energy. Love, please. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Aries comes out. It could be Sagittarius or Leo also. Okay, I had a bunch of cards fall out, but I'm going to see. I don't need quite that many. I'm going to ask for 3 and see if something comes out of the same. Scorpio energy, 2019 January. Okay, these cards today, Scorpio, want to give me lots and lots of messages. I'm only asking for 3 cards, however. Alright, there's one. Okay. Someone's coming out of this feeling sad state. The sorrow is almost over. So if you're not dealing with a fire sign, then the energy is that of somebody who is confident, who knows exactly what they want, who knows how to get it. Someone who's passionate. Someone in charge of their creativity, their manifestations. You know, this card here, this little section here, I'm going to pull another card on for January because that's the only area in this reading that is concerning to me. Because you've got this sacrifice here, right? Which asking about this sacrifice, which, like I said, it was a hanged man. And this Five of Swords is like someone getting away with something. So I'm feeling like you know that it's like it feels like you're allowing someone to get away with something and you're going to be the sacrifice for it. And the Temperance card on there, basically another sacrifice card. It's also speaking of timing, and it also talks about a balance, okay? So you do know what's going on, and you do know that it's destined, like it's the wheel turning, so it's not like you can stop it. This is karmic. And you do know that it's going to open a whole new world for you. And I feel like it's not only you, but you and your family, or you and your, I see you and maybe a child, or you and a family. So whatever this sacrifice is, whatever this new way of thinking is, whatever this change in perspective is going to open up a lot of things. It's going to create truth within your life. It's going to open up a new avenue, or reopen, actually. What it feels like, it's going to reopen a new avenue of trust and of like a heart, an emotional, a heart connection to something that comes back around. Like I feel like something gets resurrected and an option opens back up, and it's something that was dear to your heart. So whether or not this is a person, I don't know. This feels like an energy, and anytime I see this Wheel of Fortune, it doesn't really signify a person to me unless there's a person right on it, right next to it or something, because it usually just signifies timing and karmic situations. You have a lot of major arcana here, so there is going to be a lot of change, a lot of deep change in January for Scorpio. So let's talk about this bottom row now. King of Wands, if it's not, like I said, it's not a fire energy. Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, which Sag came out a second time. But if it's not that, then we're talking about someone who's confident, who knows what they want in life, who goes about getting it, who does not make excuses for themselves. They just are fiery and passionate and creative, okay? And it could be the person that you're with, actually. And I do see a relationship. So if you're not in a relationship, then, just kind of ignore what I'm saying. But this is definitely geared towards people who are in relationships. I do feel like a sense of the beginning of January coming out of this feeling of hopelessness, of sadness, of despair, and knowing, and then like not only coming out of it, like, but actually coming out of it with hope. Sorry about that. With optimism, like looking forward to the next step, seeing that there are other options out there, actually starting to forge forward. So there's a situation that comes up in January, maybe end of January, that causes you to feel like I need to change the way I'm looking at this situation or this person. And that shift is going to create a lot of balance and a whole new perspective, a whole new look at the world. Actually, it may open up some kind of honest communication. It could open up like honest, it might open up like a deep conversation about feelings. It may it might open up into a more balanced view of the world. Like, you know, your partner could be the opposite sex, and they now educate you on their, you know, their view of the world because of just being a man or being a woman, something like that. Or, I mean, we all have different views of the world, so it just could be something like that. But it's going to be heartfelt. It's going to be emotionally balanced as well. And it's going to open up a new, reopen. I keep saying open up, but it's actually, I feel like it's a reopening. Another option will come back around. And you'll have the opportunity, because you're looking at things differently, to take it. Okay, I know that wasn't necessarily love related. I do feel like it is potentially love related, but it seems like it's more karmically related, like more broad in a sense, like this is what's actually going on for everyone, and regardless of love or not. Like, I feel like for Scorpio, this whole like feeling of that this is your karmic destiny, that you need to sacrifice in just this moment to get the balance that you require, and to allow someone to get away with something. I mean, they're not truly getting away with it. They'll never truly get away with it, you know, because karma, right? But you don't have to be their judge. So that's the point. Okay, so let love, you know, let love in. Allow the honest communication in. Yeah, no, January looks great. Looks like you guys are handling what you need to handle. Okay, so I'm going to do Who's Your Next Soulmate for those of you looking for a next soulmate. We're going to do 2 rows. First row, I don't know who the first row is. I never know until I shuffle. So let's just do 1 row and see what comes up, and then we'll do a second row, and I'll kind of let you know which one is which, or which one I think, excuse me, is which. But it's interchangeable. You can, the stories just depend on what's going on for each person. So who's your next soulmate, Scorpio? Oh, you didn't get to see that card fly out. Okay. Temperance, Sagittarius. There is a Knight of Pentacles here as well. So, I mean, that's Earth sign. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. There's a Sagittarius here also. There is, oh gosh, lots of people. Okay, maybe not lots. I kind of exaggerated there. All right. So there is a all right, Scorpio. One more, please, for this side. There you go. Okay. Okay, this person comes off kind of, and this may be you, this person comes off kind of balanced, yes. Balanced in a sense of they have their work and family life somewhat balanced. That's the feeling I'm getting. They have their like friends and friends and family and work balanced, okay? But I don't see them being open with you on emotion. So they don't open up very easily. This actually feels like more like Scorpio for some reason. And I feel like you guys are that King of Cups in reverse there. And you're going to come in this with some boundaries across your heart. Do you see that guy at the end there? The 7 of Wands with the wand across his heart, just like blocking his heart. I feel like you guys are going to come in this wanting a soulmate with blockages, with walls up. I think you're going to be very attracted to the person. I think you're going to find them very exciting. This might be too much. Let's see what's here. Okay, I'll take these. So I think you're going to find them exciting. Or like, I feel like you're going to be very sexually attracted to them, very attracted to them, very creatively you've been attracted to them. Like they may do something creative and you find that attractive. Like you're like, oh, I wish I could do that. You know, that kind of feeling. And you can do that. You can do whatever they're doing. It's just it's a matter of just education and confidence, you know? So, all right, so I kind of feel like this is them. There's that Judgment again. The King of Pentacles, you guys mirror on in reverse, okay? So there's some delays. The King of Pentacles, oh sorry, it's not the King, it's the Knight and the King, okay. So that's a little bit better, honestly, because the Knight of Pentacles is a messenger, okay? But it's the slowest message. It's the absolutely slowest message. And in the reverse, it's even the message is becoming blocked now. So I don't know if you guys are talking right now. And I kind of feel like this is somebody you know. Or this is somebody you've known. I feel like this is somebody who is a very youthful spirit. They're very silly and goofy and youthful and playful. Okay, and I'm getting this feeling that that one is the same. I'm getting this feeling that I don't think Scorpio is quite interested in love right now. At least for 2019. And I think Cancer kind of got this too. You might have been one other sign that got this, maybe Virgo, where the emphasis is not on love. Okay, I'm going to tell you why. Because this is your side here, this second part. And is there a Cup card in there? That's an emotion card. There's not one. It's like, yes, okay, somebody's trying to come back in. You're like, I don't really want you back in. You kind of mess with my money. Now I'm rebuilding. I'm trying to wait on this money to come back in and grow again. And my stability to come back. I'm feeling very defensive. I'm not interested because I am just starting to get my feet on the ground again. Just feeling like I'm comfortable again. And there's lies involved. I mean, at the end, by the time you get to the Chariot, there's so much junk you've been through. The Chariot's a great card for relationship. It's like, I want to move forward. I'm charging forward. I can take control. And I feel like this is you. This is a single, like almost every single card on your end is just you working on you. And even the Chariot, I almost feel like, and the Chariot never feels like this to me, but it's feeling like for Scorpio, like it's a choice between two people. I get this feeling that it's a choice between two people. And it could be between this page and this king. So you could be dealing with two earth signs. It doesn't have to be earth signs. What I'm saying is that it's somebody who is established and more mature, and they may just have a more mature energy, and someone who is playful and less mature. Okay, so it's those two that you may be deciding between. And this is not an instant thing. This is a slow, so this might come months from now. Because whoever is coming in is being blocked right now. There's some sexual chemistry. There's some physical chemistry between you. There's walls that this person has up, and they're not even interested in emotionally opening up yet. But they're willing to dip their toe in the water. They're willing to try this out again. So for those of you who are looking for exes to come back, Scorpio, somebody's coming back. But I don't think you care. I think you're going to put your energies into something else. I actually feel like you're going to put your energies into you. And you may like lightheartedly date, or I don't see as, what is it? I'm trying to figure out the words for this. It's like I feel like you are going to lead someone on. That's it. I feel like you lead someone on thinking that, I mean, not on purpose. I feel like you think that maybe, okay, maybe they can come back in. But really, the truth is you don't want them back in. And you kind of want something new. But you're not going to be honest with yourself until you made it through all of this stuff. So, yeah, so tough. I know this is supposed to be who's your next soulmate, but I kind of project for the year, and I don't see anything really coming in other than you working on yourself for this year. Okay, I think we're done. All right, Scorpio, do some work on yourself. That's awesome. It's just not the right timing. Okay, let's look at 2019 month by month. Just one card. Try to get through this quickly. January, Scorpio, 2019. Energies for 2019. Okay. So January is conflict and defeat. You know, I think a lot of people are getting that one as well. And it's not as quite as desperate as it looks. So you might have need to stand your ground. You might have need to stand up for yourself and others. You might feel defeated. You might feel like there's arguing, some conflict going on. Just January. All right. So, great. So by February, you've already triumphed over it because you have stood your ground and told whoever you need to that this is your position and it's okay to have that position, whatever that is. Feeling triumphant in February, feeling accomplished, feeling like, that's the Chariot card, feeling like you have goals that you want to reach, positive movement forward. So next, I mean, great, right? January, February, March. So, of course, you have these goals. Now you're starting to move forward with them. You're starting to traverse the waters, the emotional waters, the material plane, and move forward with these goals. April. I feel like it's a fast movement as well. This February to March energy feels very quick. April. April for Scorpio 2019. April for Scorpio 2019. Okay, crown chakra. So, connecting to spirit, connecting to exactly what you need. You no longer need to ask yourself anymore. It's like intuition is telling you. Scorpios are great with intuition. Use it. Harmony comes in the next month. What's that now? May, January, February, March, April, May. May speaks of harmony, connection. That's the Lovers card. It also speaks of choices. The Lovers are always about choices. Choosing between two. I might get one more for this, Lovers. Okay. So harmony, material and spiritual prosperity. Okay. I'm getting kind of a feeling that you may decide to you may decide to move in with someone. I kind of get this feeling. So if you're in a relationship and it's going to be elevated April, May, it's going to be elevated. And you may decide to move in with someone, and that's going to bring prosperity for both of you because there's harmony between you two. So if you're in a relationship with someone, it's going to go well and it's going to elevate to the next level. May. Power. You could be dealing with a Leo, but I feel like it's more about energy, and it's speaking of a strength, inner strength, a softness needed. I also feel like it's control. It speaks a bit of control. So what does control look like for you? This is June now. So maybe you move in with someone and it becomes kind of more difficult because, now they're in your home, they're in your space, so you're in theirs, and maybe power struggles, ensue. Let's see. July. Transformation. That is the Death card. But I get this feeling too that maybe if you're not moving in with somebody, then there's a relationship that potentially could force you to transform and change your belief systems and the way you feel about relationships. And it's because of the connectivity and harmony that you feel together. The depth of connectedness. So, oh my goodness, too many. Wow. Too many cards. So we're up to August. Let's see what August brings. August for Scorpio 2019. There we go. Okay, so suffering in silence. And I'm getting this feeling also that, so the transformation starts to happen July, and you guys don't necessarily have to move in together. I just see that there is a potential for some of you guys for that to happen, for May and June. So July, the transformation starts to happen, and transformation brings with it, I mean, Scorpio knows this better than anyone, death and rebirth, right? So that's what's going on for you for July. You really get into this comfortable mode where you're the only sign that feels comfortable in this, that you're allowing things to end and to go, and then the birth process, which isn't easy either, which is there is a suffering and silence feeling about that birth process as well. So birth and death, both, it has this sense of suffering and silence, okay? And I don't think it's necessarily even in silence. I feel like it's in solitude, not necessarily even silence. I feel like there's no one else that can take this pain of endings, ending the things that need to end, and transforming those within your life to birth new things, There's no one else that can take that on for you besides you. So yes, you're going to feel like there's a burden upon you to, do this work, do this like transformative transmutation of work within yourself. But like I said, Scorpio is very comfortable with this. This isn't uncomfortable for you. You actually can do this. You may need to do it by yourself, though, especially in August. I always suggest don't wallow, You can actually do this in a way that is healthy for you, where you're just letting go of the things that no longer serve you. Okay, so what are we up to here? I don't remember now. August, July, August, September. We're up to September, and I lost a card. Let's see. Okay. So emotional withdrawal. So yeah, of course, here you are feeling raw, I get this feeling of feeling raw, feeling like a brand new baby. A new butterfly has been formed, and it took a few months for you to form this, to figure these things out. Man, I swear every single sign has gotten this at some point, destiny. That's the Wheel of Fortune card. And it's just like so much karma, I think, going on right now for 2019. I think it's just going to happen for everyone. Like a lot of karma, a lot of karmatic issues. A lot of karma to deal with. So, I mean, karma's not good or bad. It's just what it is, just what you put into the world. So, yeah, you start to emotionally withdraw. You start to go by yourself, and maybe meditation will be really good at this time. Maybe just peace. Maybe just time by yourself. Maybe vacation, actually. Just stepping away from the things, because it's a lot. To go through transformation for months, you're going to go through it for 2 months of transforming, but you're going to set this strength up first. So at least you'll feel good about this, what you're doing, but it's still, it's a lot. And to go through that, you're going to have to maybe pull yourself out of, existence for a little bit. Like pull yourself out of the day to day, and that's just your destiny. It's just what the wheel is saying to do. Just, it's okay. It's okay to do that. It's okay to spend some time by yourself, to connect with you, who you are, your spiritual source. Okay, so go up to November and December. Yeah. I think this tried to come out earlier and it didn't quite make it, so I knew it was going to come out eventually. That is the Moon card. It's your shadow side. So, yeah. I kind of figured it would come right around here, actually, where, here you are going within, knowing that this is where you need to be. You're on the karmic wheel, the cycle of things to come. And of course, you're going to bring up some shadows. You're going to bring up some old, hurts and pains and things you've kept hidden for a long time. And I think most people actually 2019 are going to do this. So we're going to be real raw. Everyone's going to be kind of raw. They're going to be really sensitive to what's going on in life. And that's okay. I think with the North Node going in Cancer as well, it's going to change a lot of things for people where they're going to see like, oh, this is what emotion, deep emotion looks like. This is what true connectivity is like. And I think it's going to be really interesting to see the shift for the next, I think it's like 18 months it's in there. The shift, And I think for Scorpio, they're really great at allowing this shift to happen, allowing this transformation to happen, allowing the death to happen, allowing the rebirth to happen. I don't think it's necessarily going to be an end to a relationship. I don't think anything like that. I think you actually can get through this. Seems very self-needed, like healing of the self. Okay. All right, December. Let's see how you close it out. That's good. Okay. Wisdom. That's the Hierophant card. So maybe you connect to maybe you go back to school. Maybe you connect with a religious organization. Maybe you connect with just an organization that you're interested in, and that becomes your family. Maybe you just get more spiritually advanced. Maybe you get interested in the occult. I think it speaks, for Scorpio at least, of doing some investigation into things that you love to do, like the things that are being uncovered in these shadows might bring up areas that you need help in, and you're going to do some research, some investigating into what they are and how to fix them. Okay, how to release them, how to get out of your own way. So I think end of December you're going to end up happier having done this, like more profoundly in touch with yourself, more profoundly in touch with your spirit, with your soul. Because the knowledge, you'll open up a whole knowledge base. So yeah, so lots of work, honestly, lots of work for Scorpio in 2019, like self-work. Lots of lovely self-work. But coming out really beautiful, wise. I mean, coming out better than you went in. Because you'll do the transforming, you'll become the butterfly. Just know it, that it's okay to be by yourself, that it's okay to take the time, okay? All right. I'm going to pull one last abundance card for advice. Advice for abundance. I got these interesting cards. They look like this. They're angels of abundance for Christmas, like I said. So I'm just pulling one for 2019 advice for Scorpio. The advice for Scorpio. Oh, goodness. Okay, I think someone else got this. I can't remember who, but obstacles and blocks are lifted. I cannot get these cards in focus for the life of me. I'll try to get the words in. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks. Obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. And I remember this card because I remember it being really clear, like the message came out really clear for me last time, that stay centered in gratitude to ensure your flow of abundance continues. You know, it's just, I think for you, Scorpio, it just means that be okay with doing this self-care, this investigating, this like knowledge of self on your own. Like, be okay with that. Be okay with being alone and withdrawing. And I feel like that's what it's saying for some reason. Like, that it's okay to do that. To be grateful for that time. Be grateful for that, being able to do that and having that energy of doing that. Also that you have come in to 2019 because with the obstacles lifted, because you've done this positive change. So I kind of feel like also that transformation that you're doing will lift all these blocks to abundance. So yeah, keep working on you. All right, I just want to tell you, this is just a personal message from me. I'm opening up 7 slots in a few weeks for doing some personal work together on creating goals and achieving those goals and figuring out what the blocks are and why you don't have what you want now. So, you know, if you're interested in creating goals for 2019 of finding love or having money or being rich or having you know, a baby or, you know, whatever it is, honestly, we can I can drill down and figure out what the block really, what emotional component the block relates to in your life. And we can figure out with tarot as well, we'll bring tarot into it, how to get rid of it. Okay, so keep posted, you know, keep checking in if you want to be part of that. I'm just going to do 7 free sessions and see how it goes. My website's thewishingmoon.com. Okay, love you guys. Bye.